This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hi, I'm Ray Collins. Haley is off tonight. Topping our news, the push to reopen Beach Road on Siesta Key has hit a major roadblock. As our Rick Adams tells us, a judge sided with Sarasota County.
Well, the barriers that keep the cars out here on Beach Road will remain, but the controversial battle lingers on. It's not the news Mike Cosentino was hoping to hear, but he says he will keep fighting to reopen Beach Road on North Siesta Key. A circuit court judge has dismissed his argument, attempting to reverse his Sarasota County decision, vacating several hundred feet of what supposedly was a county road and giving it to 3 property owners on Beach Road.
We will prevail on that, maybe not at the circuit court level, but we will certainly prevail on the appellate level, and it shouldn't be much problem at all to have this summary judgment overturned at the next level.
For one of the property owners involved, Michael Holderness, he is satisfied with the judge's decision. Holderness tells us the property owners always have owned the parts of the road and the beach in front of their homes, even though the county recently came to that conclusion.
The road's been closed and shut down for 24 years. You can't stand on a road, you can't use a closed road. So to have a public access that allows everything but vehicles is just an amazing thing for the community.
Holderness says that despite the beach area being private, all the property owners allow the public use of the beach. This issue is getting lots of mixed reaction from visitors. Some want Beach Road to reopen, while others do not.
I think it should be open so that more people can come here easily, and it's particularly those who are disabled and handicapped.
We like it closed. Definitely feel more comfortable with the road being closed because we feel more safe and secure.
Another big concern for Cosentino is that with private ownership, new developments would be built. That's one of the reasons that led him to buy the pier area on Beach Road. He says he's pushing to get 15,000 signatures on a petition to reopen Beach Road so it can make its way to the ballot. He currently has 5,000 signatures.
When you look at the legal aspects of what's going on, and if you look at the wishes of the business community and the people of Sarasota, we are all aligned together, and everybody wants the same thing: keep Beach Road public.
And we did reach out to Sarasota County, but they tell us they do not comment on matters of litigation. Reporting from Siesta Key, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Okay, other news now. Some area college students are trying to rally a boycott against a fast food chain. They want Wendy's to join the Fair Food program. New college students have launched a 5-day fast in order to win support. A nationwide movement is underway to push Wendy's to be responsible for abuses to workers who grow their product. Under this program, a third party would also monitor workers to make sure they're not suffering from poor working conditions in the field.
Wendy's is saying some reasons why they're supposedly not joining. They have created their own code of conduct, but the problem with this is it's not worker informed, so no workers are telling the people who created this code what abuses they want addressed, nor are there any market enforcement mechanisms, so if there's any abuses found, there's no commitment to stop buying from those growers.
The students also want Wendy's to agree to pay 1 cent more per tomato, which would go directly to the workers. Chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Chipotle have already made the change. The United Way has released its latest ALICE report, which identifies the number of people living paycheck to paycheck in the area. Dozens gathered at SCF's Lakewood Ranch campus today to discuss the new numbers. Now, the word ALICE stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, and Employed. The report determines what % of residents are living below the threshold. It turns out that Manatee County has 31% and Sarasota has 25% of the population.
The Alice families are the working families in our community that still struggle to make it. We really talk about that income is what you need every day to be able to make it, but assets is how you get ahead in life.
The United Way hosted the panel for the first time this year in hopes that it will help the report reach more people. And now for that all-important holiday weekend forecast, here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Thanks, Ray. The report here is very warm temperatures today. Highs were in the upper 80s and still 73 degrees. But the thing is that the dew point temperature is still low and the humidity isn't all that high. So not as bad as it is during the summer months when temperatures typically during this time of night are around 73. We have an east wind at 11 and the barometer is still continues to climb at this hour. It's 30, 20, and on the rise. And the satellite imagery is showing a little system out here in the Gulf of Mexico. The story is that we're getting some of the high cloudiness spreading in our direction, but the overall shower activity is moving away from Florida. We really could use that rainfall. There's some showers down to our south, still lingering in the Florida Straits and near the Keys, but no rain here. Temperatures still very warm at this hour in Sarasota and into Key West and Miami, into the mid-70s there. Well, more on the weekend weather forecast in just a few minutes, Ray.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, Bob. Tensions are running high tonight between the U.S. and North Korea. As ABC's Chuck Sievertson tells us, North Korea may be testing a new weapon.
With a U.S. aircraft carrier battle group steaming toward the region and American troops conducting military exercises at the South Korean border, North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un got a standing ovation from his top military leaders. It is the eve of a holiday celebrating the birth of North Korea's founder, typically marked with displays of military might. And that could include a new missile test or even an underground nuclear test. Satellite photos show this North Korean nuclear test site ready to go. This, as a top North Korean official tells the Associated Press, the Trump administration is more vicious and more aggressive than its predecessor. It is the U.S. that is threatening us, he said. President Trump has often tweeted about the, quote, menace of North Korea. North Korea is looking for trouble, he wrote. They're behaving very badly. They have been playing the United States for years. He has promised to, quote, solve the problem. On Thursday, the U.S. dropped this giant 22,000-pound bomb on an ISIS stronghold in Afghanistan. Some speculate it was also aimed at sending a message to the Pyongyang government.
I don't know if this sends a message. It doesn't make any difference if it does or not. North Korea is a problem. The problem will be taken care of.
North Korea now accusing the U.S. of maniacal military provocations and threatening we will go to war if they choose. Now China is warning of gathering storm clouds, adding we urge all parties to refrain from inflammatory or threatening statements or deeds. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News, New York.
Vice President Mike Pence will arrive in South Korea tomorrow. Now to a developing story from Arkansas, where a judge has blocked the state from using a particular lethal injection drug in its upcoming executions of 6 men. A Pulaski County Circuit judge issued a temporary restraining order tonight after a company came out saying the drug wasn't supposed to be sold as a capital punishment lethal injection medicine. The medical company says they thought the prison would buy the drugs for medical purposes, and this has become a huge issue now in Arkansas.
It's been a 25-year nightmare for the victims that have had to deal with this, and now it's time for that justice to be carried out.
Do everything that they can to commute these sentences to life without parole so that they will not have blood on their hands, and so that the world doesn't have to see Arkansas be the state that kills more people than any state in the history of the United States has in the last decades.
The order came the same day the state Supreme Court there halted the execution of one of 2 men scheduled to die Monday night. These would have been the first inmates executed in Arkansas since the year 2005. Straight ahead, the holiday weekend forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Plus, a transit nightmare. Thousands delayed after a New Jersey train fails, trapping passengers. And a family dinner turns tragic inside a rotating restaurant.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
What's up, America? I'm John Crone. It's Friday, April 14th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $30 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 73. That's followed by 5. Up next, we have 10. Your next number is 16. Your final white ball for this Friday evening is 55. Now for the Mega Ball. Tonight's Mega Ball number is 12. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 73, 5, 10, 60, 55, and the gold Mega Ball is 12. Now, if no one matches all 6 numbers, Tuesday's jackpot could be $37 million.
Now's the perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
This Saturday only, save 40% off factory direct windows. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing.
So many times we underestimate the human spirit's drive to recover. We often see people surpass what any of us might have expected initially. The Rehabilitation Pavilion at Sarasota Memorial is the top of the line. It allows us to really bring the patient's recovery to the next level.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
So we could see some record heat tomorrow here on the Suncoast, Bob.
Yeah, strong easterly winds, no sea breeze, means that we could see highs approaching 90 degrees tomorrow, which is close to the record, and it's not, it wouldn't be too far to go to get to the record high. We have 88 today, 89 yesterday, so not too far off from that. We could use the rainfall, you know, if you have, you know, down here vacationing, you don't have much of a stake in the state, you know, you enjoy this. But if you do, you want the rainfall, you know, you want that rain. That way is a webcam showing some clouds moving in from the east to the west, and it brought a few sprinkles. I think I counted 25 drops on my windshield. That was about it. Not much to really help matters when it comes to our record deficit of rainfall. Since October, it's the third driest season we've had through the winter and early spring in 100 years here along the Suncoast. So that's quite a story there. Casey Key, Fred Seeger getting this glorious shot there as the sun was setting. Some high clouds lighting up, and this is from Lido. Stephanie getting this shot, and I guess her husband was out there too. He also sent a photo in. Jim, I think they both look really good. I don't want to say who's better, but nonetheless, Golden Beach, Lillian just got this in at 10:54 tonight. Lillian was just able to catch that and put it on there. Appreciate the shots. And warm weekend, we talked about it. Near record high temperatures possible, both on Saturday and Easter Sunday. Rain chance next week. Finally, we're going to get some rainfall late next week. 40% chance. This is the highest we've seen in a while. And speaking of high, the tree pollen is very high, 10.5 today. Tomorrow's forecast a little bit lower, but still a problem, especially for folks who suffer from oak or bayberry or hickory pollen, and those are the highest counts right now. As far as the satellite goes, we have a little system out here in the Gulf of Mexico. It's acting up, and storms are getting so tall or high in the atmosphere, 30 to 40,000 feet, that the upper level winds are carrying some of the cirrus clouds overhead. But these clouds may be on again and off again tomorrow. It's not going to block the sun out, though. We'll see plenty of sunshine throughout most of the day as these thin cirrus clouds that do not block much of the sunshine. A few showers down to our south along the Florida Straits. That's where the moisture is kind of bottled up right now. And temperatures all uniform right now from Sarasota, Braden into Venice, 73 degrees. And the current high temperature today was 88 degrees. 80 is the normal high, 94 the record. So we were shy of the record. 61 was the morning low, the record low 45, and no rainfall to report today. We don't anticipate any over the weekend. Those winds will be brisk out of the east. They will not allow that west coast sea breeze to develop in the afternoon, and it looks as though we'll see high temperatures approaching 90 degrees. The news is, though, with the east wind, the humidity won't be that high, so it won't feel as bad as it would if you get a 90-degree reading, say in August or September. You can see the clear skies from Alabama forecast, Georgia, the Carolinas, that area of high pressure just situated just off the coast of Florida, as it has been all week long. It stays with us through Easter Sunday, so sunrise services look good. There's a chance for a few passing showers late in the day, both on Saturday and Sunday. Those will be very widely scattered. Some big storms firing up now in Nebraska and through Iowa. We had some rough weather in Texas earlier. Tornadoes reported there. And then out west, things are starting to calm down after a few days of heavy rainfall to snow falling in some of the Sierra Nevada range all the way up into Washington and Oregon. Temperatures right now much cooler over the northern Rockies, in the 40s and 50s there, 40s and 50s in Toronto, down into Cleveland and Detroit. Warmer, though, in Dallas at 70 degrees right now. Here's the forecast for boaters tomorrow. Shapes up to be a little bit breezy. Seas will be running 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. The high tide upcoming will be at 3:34. Another one at 2:12 tomorrow afternoon, and sunrise at 7:06. Partly cloudy, clearing late, and we'll have 63 for a low. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Should be beautiful out there. Mid-80s for highs. The extended forecast. Easter looking good, 84, and then temperatures warming, or at least staying in the mid-80s right on in through Friday of next week. You'll notice those rain chances getting better as we head into the end part of the work week next week. Ray?
It's been a while since we had rain. Thank you, Bob. Back to the news now. A stalled New Jersey transit car caused major commuter delays in the start of the holiday weekend. A train lost power midway through the Holland Tunnel with 1,000 people on board. It remained stuck for 3 hours. First responders treated passengers for breathing issues. It was a bad scene all around.
It looks like I'm not getting home, and I might have to spend the money to Uber all the way home. It's horrible. This happened to me, last week with the train derailment, and now this. It's like I might as well just drive into work and just spend like $500 to park in the city. It's horrible.
Now, the train stalled due to overhead power equipment. Meantime, during that confusion inside Penn Station, watch this. Mass panic after Amtrak police used a taser on one man. Some in the station thought there was a shooting, and many ran outside, leaving their luggage and shoes behind. Some 16 people were treated for minor injuries in the station, all due to that stalled train in the tunnel. Talk about a tragic story. A North Carolina family's fun turned tragic after their 5-year-old died after getting stuck in a rotating restaurant. Atlanta police say the family was at the top of the Westin Sundial restaurant when the boy's head got caught between a wall and a table. Security and staff rushed to help as the system shut down. The boy was rushed to a nearby hospital, but his injuries were too extensive. Westin's manager said, "Words cannot express the depths of our sorrow. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family. The Sundial will be closed until further notice." The Great Barrier Reef is home to the world's largest collection of coral and 1,500 species of fish, but now scientists say it's dying at an alarming rate. A new study by Australia's Arc Centre of Excellence shows for the second year in a row, about 2/3 of the reef is bleaching on a massive scale. Biologists say the coral is basically suffering a heat stroke.
What's happening with climate change is the baseline temperature is getting warmer and warmer. So any little increase in temperature caused by local weather conditions then adds on top of the global warming and then kicks off this bleaching event. So the global warming is caused by people, and it's providing the conditions that make bleaching happen.
Australia's government has invested more than $1 billion to try and protect the Great Barrier Reef. Very important to that part of the world. A suspected burglar from Wisconsin and a gun shop was in court today after police say he mailed a manifesto to President Trump detailing his problems with the government. Colleen Henry has details.
To anybody that got this letter, you might want to read it. Joseph Jakubowski looked cool and kempt in the video documenting the tirade he mailed to President Trump.
It's time for change.
This afternoon, he was dirty and disheveled after 9 days on the run as he appeared in court to face federal charges.
They have their charges, theft and their arson charges. Ours are different charges. Our charges relate to the stealing of the firearms from a FFL, a federally licensed firearms dealer.
The feds say they've analyzed Jakubowski's so-called manifesto and so far failed to see the type of threat that would prompt prosecution.
What we would be talking about is a threat on the life of the president or any other individual. If he delivered it in the mail or made a phone call, that's what we'd be talking about.
There's nothing in this manifesto that says I'm going to kill anybody, really.
I don't believe there is.
Jakubowski returns to federal court in 2 weeks. After court this afternoon, Rock County deputies transported him back to Janesville, where he'll face felony charges there.
Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Don Rickles was sitting at Dan Tana's and eating, and then Rickles came over to us. He goes, "So Happy Gilmore, watch the whole thing. Wow, amazing how no talent can get you a movie." I was like, yes!
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the blingiest of them all? You are, with Spectralite diamonds, all gorgeous and affordable. Only found at Creative Gems, where you always get big bling for little ching.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean really moves me.
One.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Don't hate me because I'm blingable. Get your bling on with affordable Spectralite diamonds exclusively at Creative Gems in Gold and Silver, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Now, sports.
Former New England Patriots player Aaron Hernandez was found not guilty of first-degree murder today. He was charged in May 2014 in connection with the shooting deaths of 2 men. The men were gunned down outside of a Boston nightclub after a confrontation with Hernandez inside. The former NFL star faced 8 counts in all, including 2 of murder and 3 of armed assault. He He also faced a charge of witness intimidation for allegedly shooting his former friend in the face in an attempt to silence him. Hernandez was found guilty on just one count, illegal possession of a firearm.
We are extraordinarily thankful to the jury for taking the care that they took and the consideration that they took to come to the only fair and just verdict that was available. This case indeed was a tragedy, any way you look at it.
Hernandez is still serving a life prison sentence for the 2013 murder of a friend named Odin Lloyd. Round two for the RBC Heritage in Hilton Head, South Carolina. The lead now shared by Graham DeLate and Luke Donald. Take a look as Donald putts for birdie. Then he puts this nice tee shot right onto the green. Very nice. And now you'll see a gator that showed off for the camera. Back in action. A toothy grin from the sidelines in Hilton Head. A Colorado teenager has made history by signing a letter of intent to play football for a university in Colorado. Becca Longo has signed to play football at Adams State University, an NC2A Division II school, and that means the 18-year-old is the first female to earn a football scholarship to an NCAA school at the Division II level or higher. She'll be a kicker for the school. About a dozen women are known to have played college football, but none have ever received scholarships until now. Good for her. I'd like to watch her progress. Admission is waived somewhere tomorrow in Sarasota. We'll tell you where next. Stay with us.
My Hometown Fest is coming to Nathan Benderson Park Saturday, April 15th. Join us for culinary favorites from across the U.S. paired with your favorite craft beers. There's also great live music and activities for adults and kids. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
ABC7 News at 7 weeknights.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or stop by today and drive away in a 2017 Jeep Cherokee for just $18,999. And for a limited time, get America's best value, a new Dodge Journey for as little as $16,599. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
This Saturday only, save 40% off factory direct windows. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing.
Tickets are going fast for My Hometown Fest, being held from noon till 5 p.m. Saturday, April 15th at Nathan Benderson Park. Enjoy foods from 40 area restaurants, 60-plus craft beers, live music, and lots of fun. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Spring is in the air and the flowers are in bloom. The Carrizo Plain National Monument, a remote area east of California's San Luis Obispo, is experiencing a record number of visitors after the area erupted with wildflowers. Officials call it a super bloom, while guests are calling it something out of a fairy tale. It won't last forever, though. Depending on the weather experts say it'll only last another 2 weeks or so. Sarasota celebrates World Circus Day tomorrow at the Circus Museum. Ringling is offering free admission all day long. You can see the world's largest miniature circus, enjoy John Ringling's club cars, and explore the history of the circus at no cost. It's on Bayshore Road in Sarasota from 10 until 5 tomorrow. Really a fascinating museum. Tomorrow you can get in free and wander around there and see all the different things that Ringling brought to Sarasota back in the early 1900s. Have you seen that yet in person?
I have been there. In fact, my father-in-law helped start that years and years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and my wife's grandmother was one of the first original clowns at the Ringling, so
good trivia right there.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, well, that's it. Thank you very much for that. Have a nice weekend. We'll see you tomorrow night.